Tell you what, hit that Powerball. Oh, you ain't got to worry about the Bryant Land Show being on his own network. I guarantee you. We gonna
I
have a network.
all right. It's you hit that. Hey, we hit either one of us hit for that much. It might not be a Bryant Land show. It'd be like, hey, it was good while it lasted, but I'm gonna be somewhere relaxed and somewhere hunting and chilling. Golly, man, can you imagine? Just wow.
It's a lot of cheddar. We'll have the Bryant Land hunting with the Marshes hunting gear. Hell, with some damn Jordan Nike. We can have
I
our
was
own
about to
hunting
say
gear.
we have to find somebody that can make some quality stuff like go and steal. Shoot, with that kind of money, we'd be able to steal one of the engineers from First Light or Sitka or somewhere like that, so they can come over and make some high quality stuff for us. All right, what's happening? Episode 137 of the Bryant Land Show. He is Antonio Marsh with at Hunting with the Marshes. I am AB3 at official Bryant Land on every platform that you can imagine. And thank you for joining us for episode 137 of the Bryant Land Show. Mr. Marsh, how are you this fine evening?
And I'm here maintaining, trying
I
to
was
stay
about
the
to
course.
I was about to say, you look like you're trying to catch a nap real quick during the introduction. I'm not gonna keep you too long tonight, boy. The way you had your head cocked back, boy, it's like you trying to catch what? Yeah, like you, man,
Hey, let
like
me tell you,
tired. They wearing you out over there.
that's one thing I learned as a soldier. You learn to sleep everywhere. Everywhere.
Listen, if you can catch a nap during my intro, then my intro was way too long. Nah,
Let me tell you.
that's impressive. Somebody who has mastered the power nap, that would be very impressive as far as I'm concerned.
I tell you, the one place you don't want to be tired is in a Humvee. I don't know what it is about that stupid vehicle. You get in that thing and you get the heat come from under that dashboard and then humming.
Yeah.
Boy.
And that's the real Humvee, not the ones that y'all was riding around here in the late 90s and early 2000s putting spinners on.
No, the real one, where you gotta flip that switch and you gotta wait for that light to go off before you can start it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, for real.
I was surprised when they started selling those like commercially. Like them things had to get like 3 miles to the gallon, but they I saw people with them, and like I said, they put spinners and all kind of stuff. You know how your cousins and them do.
The Humvee I had, you had to unzip that window to get some
Uh-huh.
air. You flip that thing down to get some air in there. Nah,
No central,
this ain't.
no central heating there in the Humvee in Afghanistan.
Man, what? Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah, sit your L all
No,
right.
no, no.
You put that damn zipper down to get that hot air come through
I
there.
was about to say no air conditioning, no water pump, no heat, no what do
Mm-mm.
you think the coil for your air or whatnot?
No, you had that soft top thing, man. Tell
Man,
you, that was not what it ain't that one you see on TV now with the crab walk where
yeah.
it crab walks and do it. No, that's not the Humvee. That's not the one we had.
Nah, that like I said, I was surprised just looking at them things and the functionality of what they for. I was surprised when they started selling them commercially. Even the little mini Humvees, like there's some people they came, they didn't want to pay for the big boy. They go get the mini Humvee. But man, a lot going on this week, in the hunting world and down there in Columbia. My Gamecocks, they on the verge of possibly going over to Nike. I know that's been a big thing in the Gamecock community. For me, it just means that I got to do something with all my Under Armour gear if we switch to Nike. But I know
Oh, yeah, that's right.
yeah, I think I maybe got like one Russell Athletic like T-shirt or whatever from back in the day, and then everything else is Under Armour. I think I was reading the story. I want to say maybe 15 years, something like that. It's been South Carolina Athletics has been with Under Armour, and like I said, that's across the board. So soccer, football, baseball, women's basketball, um, all the track, like everybody. South Carolina, I think it's depending on the board of trustees, but is a step closer to becoming a Nike school. So,
Mm.
a lot of people, a lot of our fan base seem to think that the equipment will be better, that the injuries will be less. I don't know. Um, hey, I'm just telling you what the people say on the internet, okay? That's
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, Columbia jumping. Columbia jumping now. All down
yeah.
there. Oh, yeah, the kids back. The tension is mounting. It's building. They get close, boy.
Yeah, I'm still, you know me, I'm still on. I need to see first. Let me see how we look down here against Virginia Tech before I start declaring every victory. As I seen one of the goofballs that made his whole living off of being a Gamecock like a Gamecock eccentric sports analyst or whatever. He used to be the former Spurs Up Show guy. He used to do like a lot of stuff and had a big internet YouTube presence or whatever. And then because he was used to say some outlandish stuff about the football team and stuff, all of his like clearances and all credentials and everything, not clearances, all his credentials got provoked. So he started another website, I think, or whatever. And I think I saw he predicted us to go like I think 7-5, 4-4 in the SEC. I think we're ranked 13th. Starting the season, I kind of stay away from predictions because they can go either left or right. But I know everybody just finally came from up under a rock and realized Lenore Sellers is a really exceptional quarterback. Those of us that follow
Yes.
South Carolina high school football have already known that. So you know, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. To me, it's the same thing in Columbia every year. It's just like, oh, we're gonna be great, and then we'll come out and then we'll lay an egg or be subpar against Old Dominion or Georgia State or whatever. But they got to come out ready to play in a couple of weeks because they're gonna be right there in here in Atlanta. Matter of fact, I think by the time this episode drops, if I got my dates right, it will drop on a Sunday night. So the game will be either in the bag because it's a 3 o'clock game. So yeah, and then the Monday audience, obviously the game will be over with. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
We'll talk about it.
We gotta get you in Williams-Brice this year. We talk about this every year. We gotta find.
I'm ready. I tell you, just make sure you get my shirt. You know, like what they tailgate. My buddy, matter of fact, my buddy asked me the other day. He said, "Man, you got your tickets yet?" I said, "No, I'm waiting on my buddy. I told you, we gotta wait to his schedule. I'm not going with you. I'm going with him.
Nah.
Now we'll meet you out there and eat some hot dogs and burgers and whatever else you're gonna have on that pit smoker, whatever you call it.
Oh yeah.
We'll be out there.
Yeah. No, I need to. Yeah, we gotta figure out which one is gonna be. And I know you don't want to go in September when it's still hot, and I know you don't want to be too cold. But we gotta get you in a night game at Williams-Brice. That's the ultimate experience as far as I'm concerned.
Just get my shirt. I told you I want to go to the Clemson game, but hey, I'm not. Hey, wherever you get,
Hey, I mean,
I'm good.
and the Clemson game will not be a bad game to go to on paper in August as we look ahead to the schedule. Now, by the time this season shake out and November come around, ain't no telling. Hopefully, they'll lay a few eggs along the way, but we'll see. We'll see. It's an exciting time. I mean, there's been plenty of times I've been out hunting and I've had South Carolina football on my phone with the volume down, uh, with the game on. So that's the good thing about
Let
the
me know.
one saving grace about being in the SEC. At least every game is going to be televised in some form or fashion.
I just need you to show me how to, how to wave the thing. We're not supposed to wave it. We're not supposed to
Way to
twist it. We're
time
not
for
supposed to twist it.
sandstorm. Yeah,
That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know.
hey. I'm telling you, once you get in there and you see it, and hey, it's easy to follow along. You're gonna love it. You'll love it.
I'm ready.
Speaking of Nike, perfect segue. The folks at Realtree, which is down here in Georgia, have partnered up with the Jordan brand, also Nike, to start making Jordan brand Realtree clothing with the obviously with the Realtree camo. A lot of thoughts, a lot of things going around about that when this story dropped. Antonio, what how you feel about that? You going to get you a Jordan brand hoodie before deer season?
Nope, not getting. You know something? I'm not getting a Jordan brand hoodie, dude. I don't even own a pair of Jordans. Okay, I'm just okay. This is me. So this is my thoughts. All right, Jordan is probably no. Jordan's probably one of the biggest brands out there in the
Yep.
world. Okay,
Yep. Absolutely.
everybody went Jordan. I know guys that tell me, man, I got all 110 pairs of them. Well, that's great. Good for you. Antonio Marsh will not spend that much money on a pair of tennis shoes. If I'm gonna buy some Jordans, I'm gonna buy some stock in Nike
Yeah.
before I buy some damn Jordans. Okay. And then now with the hype with this, with the Jordan brand, hunting gear and everything, majority of people that's going to buy that Jordan brand hunting gear are going to buy it just because it's Jordan and it's
Right.
by Nike
Right.
and they want to look cool.
Right.
And then I hate to say it, you know, the hunters is going to buy it. It's going to be like, oh, this is Nike brand. Listen, I'm going to kill the same deer with that damn stuff from Academy that I'm gonna kill if I got that Jordan brand hunting gear on. That's just me.
Well, so here's a couple of things, right? People have been wearing, especially since beginning of time, people have been wearing camo, just like out in regular social setting. It seemed like, a lot of these youngsters now, like including even my daughter, like in her peer group or whatever, they starting to wear like camo as a part of a fashion statement. So, and I mean that's the driver behind
Yep.
this.
Exactly.
Obviously, Realtree is going to bring more eyes to them, and they have their hunters, they have their core hunters, the people that like their patterns. And I mean, there's no shortage of finding a Realtree pattern in your favorite like hunting gear or whatever. I think, like I said on social media, they whore their pattern out to everybody. And I
Mhm.
mean, and it's smart business, right? They build a great brand.
Oh yeah.
So
It's all
no
about money.
knock. Yeah, so no knock to them, but like I think I've seen some people where they're all up in arms. They just like, oh, you taking our culture, like as far as like the hunting culture or whatever. And I'm just like, where have y'all been the last like 100 years or whatever? Like I said, people wear camo. Trust me, I have a pair of camo shorts, different kind like the army, the dot pattern, the old school army pattern. I got a real tree shorts. I got mossy oak pants. Like I got camo that I wear in everyday life. So we're not the only ones. Here's the thing. And you talk about people wanting to wear Jordan brand stuff to like hunt in or wear Nike to hunt in. Because if you got to remember, Under Armour for a while, and I think they still do actually, have their own line of hunting apparel. Like it is for hunting. Um, I don't know how like feasible or like how good like the Nike stuff is going to be in hunting scenarios. If you really want to impress me and what I think where the money is, if Jordan Brand, with it being such a high profile athletic company, I mean, you got Jordan Brand schools like Michigan is specifically Jordan Brand, other schools, I think North Carolina, obviously, specifically Jordan
Mhm.
Brand. If you come out with a Jordan brand hunting apparel like that is fully functional for like cold weather, hot, all of that, then come talk to me. because I would be very interested in the seeing what into seeing what that looks like.
I agree with that. That's are you gonna give us a functional hunting gear that's gonna do what it's gotta do? Can
Right.
I take that hunting gear and go up to what you say Wisconsin somewhere and throw it on, and I'm not sitting there freezing my ass off?
Right. Because if you just give me like a Jordan, if you just give me a regular Nike hoodie in a Realtree camo pattern and you slap the Jumpman logo on it, what is that? I mean, for me as a person who is severely cold natured, that's not gonna do me any favors. Like, give me a fully functional hunting apparel with the Jordan brand with the Jumpman on it. And then, I might look into it and see like, oh, okay, let's see what's going on. Or even better yet, and I said this on social media, and I know a couple people kind of looked at me kind of crazy, but like, give me Jordan brand, give me some black archers and hunters as like your paid ambassadors, keyword paid, not your like, let me give you some equipment for you to make a
Mhm.
couple of posts kind of deal. And then I'm like, oh, okay. All right. Jordan brand, let's go. Like, so, but we'll see. We'll
Okay.
see what happens. You never know. People, I know somebody was like, well, he's on the NASCAR team and he's from North Carolina. He grew up in the country and blah 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 blah. So, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe there'll be something there.
Oh, who's he going to give it to? It's going to represent a certain culture in the hunting business.
Well, I think as it's constructed now, y'all have no it ain't gonna matter because Jordan is that brand is just transcended all kinds like all cultures, and I think majority of the people this is I won't say strictly, but this is majority for people that want to wear camo as a fashion statement.
Yep.
Period. The end. So when you watching um your favorite rap artist, whatever, or you watching your favorite pop video or looking at your favorite TV show and you see them in some stylish, Realtree pants with some green and brown Jordans to match or whatever, like, or you see like the green and brown Jordan ads with the with something Realtree on. That's what this is for. This is not for people like us who need functional hunting equipment when we go out in the early season or mid season or late season or whatever when the temps drop. That's my opinion. Like I said, this is for the fashionistas as they call it.
Nick, I 100% agree. And I'm gonna tell you, I just thought about something. So, and hear me out. So I never forget where I live at. I don't know if you're familiar where Sand Hill is.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So Sydney went to take the SAT one Saturday morning. All right. I
Yep.
never forget this. When we pulled up, I thought the line that I saw on this side is where you line up for the SAT.
Mm-hmm.
She said, no, Dad, it's over here. You know what the other line was for?
What?
It was a line, it was a Jordan being released that day. The line was stretched
Yep.
down the shopping center.
Yep.
My daughter walked up right to the door where the SAT was and walked right in.
Hey, man, we think about no SAT. Trying to get these J's.
My daughter, she was like, Dad, there's some folks over there who really need to be over here taking this SAT, but hey, that's not
Nah.
my call.
Nah, we ain't taking no seven. Ain't worry about no 700 on no SATs. And make sure that I ain't the 700 person in line to get these brand new J's, baby.
You know what I'm saying? So that shows you where the priorities are when it comes to certain stuff.
I mean, yeah, to a degree. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I I think I bought more pair of Jordans in the last couple of years Just because one, they're a lot cheaper than they were when we were coming up, and they were, 200 or 175, 200, whatever the hell. I'm not a collector. I know people that are collectors, and I've been in different stores around the country, and I've seen what the collection shoes go for. There's no way me personally, even if I was in a different tax bracket, that I could see dropping six, seven, $8,000 for a collector item for a pair of shoes.
Yeah. No.
God love the people that do it. But I've definitely heard the stories. And I know a couple of people that have gotten up. They have waited in those lines, to get whatever the new release is or whatever. Matter of fact, I'll tell you this. It's so crazy. A couple years ago, Nike, when I first started getting into wearing Nikes, just like with my outfits or whatever,
Mhm.
Nike released a wrestling theme pair of what they call their dunks. And me not knowing the whole Nike shoe culture or whatever, like I just happened to see it on Instagram, saw when they was dropping it, went, downloaded the app, yada yada yada. Shoe dropped at like 8 o'clock in the morning. Never forget. No, still hunting out a climber. So I was in my climber, whatever. It was kind of slow that morning. Shoe dropped at like 8. I went and just checked the app at 10, sold out. Already sold out. Like resale market, there was shoes on the resale market, like black and white pandas with the gold, with a Nike like championship belt with the Nike check like in the middle on the bottom of the soles. They're sweet. One of my favorite pair of Nikes till this day. That's probably like one of the first pairs that I really, really wanted. I had to wait till like the second release in order to get them. But yeah, that's just how crazy it is. And as far as like waiting in line, that was never my thing. But I was texting with a couple of buddies of mine, and they was just like, "Oh yeah, you got to keep refreshing the app, checking the app, and refreshing the app." And I'm
Mhm.
just like, I'm not built for this. Like, I just want to log on, go get my shoes, and go about my business. But it's a thing. It's part of the culture. So when you see people lining up outside, ready to get that Realtree hoodie or them first Realtree J's, when them Realtree J's come out, you're gonna be right there, Antonio. You're gonna be right there.
Huh? I sure won't. Because you know what? Because here's my thing. These are the same ones that are standing in line for these Jordans, but won't stand in line to go vote.
Ooh, see, now you trying to hurt some feelings.
I'm just calling it like it is.
Now you trying.
Tell
Now
me,
you
tell me
trying to
where I'm
hurt some
lying.
feelings. Now you trying to preach. You want to preach, then you want to preach.
Tell me where I'm lying. Tell me where I'm lying.
Ah.
I heard from man, I pulled up the line so long. I was like, yeah, I bet you stood in line for them Jordans though. It's called a spade, man.
Hey, I hear you. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I am not saying that you're wrong. You trying to hurt some feelings out here.
They gonna come at me, but you know that phrase we get? I give zero and it starts with an F.
I don't think there was any discrepancy on what you was going for. But yeah, hey, man, let people live, man. If you want to stand
Yeah,
in
you're
line
right.
for them
Hey, that's
days,
your money. You put it, you spend what you spend it on.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? I bet you wouldn't say that you wouldn't be saying the same too. They was waiting on line for that new Matthews or that new
If
Hoyt.
Matthew, I got a bear. I ain't got Matthew's money.
Or the new Bear. We just ain't got Matthews money. Man, they Bear make a flagship Lambo that costs just as much as a Matthews. But the point being, I bet you standing in line for that new Bear, you'd be singing a different tune.
What I do? Yeah, sitting over there. I've been dropping a how much that expensive bear costs?
What, the flagship? I think the
Yeah,
flagship is around like 1100.
dropping the same dear bow.
You sound like them dudes. You sound like them dudes that be on the internet. ain't
Hey,
gonna kill them with no fancy sick good. I've been killing deer with my Walmart camo. What the part that they don't add is while you freezing your ass off because it's paper thin. But
yeah, killing the same deer.
hey
Hey,
man,
what would you say? Put it on back of the truck and get on
get on
what?
down the road. Hey, put it on back of the
Get
truck,
on
get on
down the
down the
road.
road.
Boy,
Yeah.
that's the best phrase ever. I'm telling you.
I might have to see.
You think I'm joking? Every time I put a deer on the back of that truck, I get in there and I lean back. I say, "Oh, get the deer back there.
Trying to get
Let's
on
get
down the
on down the
road.
road."
Hey, I need to figure out how to put that on a t-shirt. T-shirt
You do.
designers. Come holler at
Get
your
put on the
boy.
shirt.
Yeah,
I come
t-shirt
on back.
designers.
I'm telling you, I drop that deer off. Then I hit that McDonald's there at off of 20
Yeah.
before you go into Camden. Get my
Yep.
little burger. To hey, baby, I got the deer. I got the deer dropped off. I got me a little cheeseburger, a little 4-piece nuggets. I'll be home in a minute.
Man, say a little four-piece nugget.
For real. And I know how to use these apps now. Shoot, you can't tell me nothing.
Man, listen. Yeah, graphic designers, come holler at your boy, man. Let's talk. Let's talk what Hustle Man said in Martin. Let's get down to talk partnership. Oh my God. So yeah,
Uh,
I don't know. We'll see. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see what kind of stuff that they come out with. I ain't gonna lie. Um I might pick up some Jordan brand Realtree if they got something out there. What I'm just glad is like every time, and I'm pretty sure you can relate to this. Like anytime something hunting happens or something like hunting related comes out, people like I get like 15, 20 either text messages or emails or tagged and post on social media. And I just be like, okay, I get it and I appreciate it, but like everything hunting ain't for me. Like y'all ain't got to tag me every single time. Like there's something coming out and it's like, oh, Realtree got this new frying pan. Do you think that's something you might want? No. Like, what am I gonna do with a damn Realtree frying pan? Like, I'm just using that as an example. But you know what I'm saying? Like anytime something I'm
I'm
just
with
saying.
you. I'm with you 100%.
Anytime something hunting come out or somebody see something hunting, they send you like people send me like the damn link or whatever, tag me and something. I'm just like, yeah, that don't really apply to me, but I appreciate it.
Hey, you the most interesting man in hunting. Got to be.
Nah, that's you. You the most interesting man in Columbia. I don't have nobody knocking down my door for photo shoots. So,
I'm telling you.
when
It's
like,
funny because people come to me about, hey, what do you think about this bourbon? Never had it. I don't know. I can't tell you. I'm
yeah.
not the bourbon whisperer. I know.
I
Try it.
mean, in a way, you kind of are. So, like, yeah, we need to get back on our bourbon stuff a little bit coming up too. I know we went hunting season. We've been heavily with the hunting. I mean, as we should be, like I said, because hunting season started already in South Carolina, right around the corner here in Georgia. But we need to get back on our bourbon and get some bourbon folks on for that segment of the fan base.
Yeah.
Um,
Look, I was trying to go check an area today, man, and I went on there and I said, oh my God, this thing is red. Why can I not go out there? That crap be so annoying. And I was like, I really want to go check this 14, whatever, and 14 this, but it's like red as crap. Is something going on? I said, you know what? I ain't worried about it.
Talking about
I'll check it out this.
out on Fort Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all be having a lot going on out there, and I almost think that like you just really got to stay vigilant and finding the time to go out there. Because obviously, people going out there and people killing deer, right? You just got to jump on it, right? And find like like you said, the right time when they ain't got stuff going on out there.
Yeah, I think a lot of it just being it. I guess whether it's Fort Jackson public or your hunt club or your private land, just being out there at the right time.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
so I
Yep.
made the point down. I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep my bag in the truck. I'm gonna keep my rifle in the truck. If I get off, I say, you know what? Is this area open? I'm gonna sign it and just go out there and sit and see what happens.
Yeah. Shoot.
That's all I can do.
Yep. Just go out there, especially at this point now. 'Cause like I said, season already started in South Carolina. Folks is out there. Shoot. Hey. Like they say about the Georgia lottery down here, today could be the day. So you never know. You can get out there.
Oh, you see that Powerball?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me tell you something, boss.
That's a whole lot of hunting land.
I hit that Powerball. Hunting is not gonna be an issue.
The key is when this comes out is if anybody's gonna be one, is anybody's gonna win or is anybody gonna be one? Lord have mercy. My English teacher would slap me upside the head. Is anybody gonna be one? Um, if anybody has won by the time this comes out, 700 million for Powerball as we're recording, 234 for Mega Million as we're recording. And it seems like lately, um, the last almost like I want to say like year or so, some of these Mega Million and Powerball numbers been getting up into like the high eights and nines and almost like a billion. So this one right here, right now at 700 as we recording, it could easily touch like 900 or a bill before they decide to let somebody win.
I tell you what, hit that Powerball. Oh, you ain't got to worry about the Bryant Land Show being on his own network. I guarantee you. We gonna
I
have a network.
All right, it's you hit that. Hey, we hit either one of us hit for that much. It might not be a Bryant Land show. It'd be like, hey, it was good while it lasted, but I'm gonna be somewhere relaxed and somewhere hunting and chilling. Golly, man, can you imagine? Just wow.
It's a lot of cheddar. We'll have the Bryant Land hunting with the Marshes hunting gear. Hell with some damn Jordan Nike. We can have our
I was
own
about to
hunting
say
gear.
we have to find somebody that can make some quality stuff like go and steal. Shoot, with that kind of money, we'd be able to steal one of the engineers from First Light or Sitka or somewhere like that, so they can come over and make some high quality stuff for us.
Dude, heck yeah, that's a lot of cheddar. That's a lot of dinero,
Yeah,
moolah.
yeah, a lot of cheese on your Whopper, if you will, if y'all still out there
Dude,
eating Whoppers. Speaking of
I
cheese
mean, what?
on the Whopper and money, the last thing I don't want to hit you with before I get you out of here. I know it's one hell of a segue. Um, Texas Hunter, um, by all intents and purposes, considered to be a rich man. Don't know why that was part of the headlines when it came out. I think one of the headlines I saw, rich trophy hunter killed by buffalo in South Africa. Like, as a person who's been journalism major and worked in media pretty much all of my professional life. I know headlines are made to like grab people and
What
grab your
me?
attention, right? Clickbait, all that stuff. But I mean, that headline alone, there's so many things wrong with it. Like, who cares if he's rich? The trophy hunter, that's always, thrown out there as a negative stereotype. But yeah, this guy, he went to South Carolina, went to South Africa, went on a safari and was killed by a buffalo that he was not hunting, it was not wounded, it was not provoked. Which I think a lot of people have left that out. Have you seen this, Antonio? You have any thoughts about this?
I had it. First time hearing about it. And you told me about it.
Yeah.
So, and I can always tell. I already know where that's leading. I already know where you're going at. That's what it get.
Yeah, like that. I don't understand. okay, like if you don't like hunting, if you think, hunting is this, that, and the other, whatever, like, okay, that's fine. I don't know where you think your food come from. I don't know, like, what happens if predators aren't kept under control for your little pets, for little Fluffy and whatnot. Like, I don't know.
Fluffy.
It's just Fido, like whatever. Like I don't know, people's thought process, about that. But okay, if you don't like it or it's not your thing or whatever, fine. Totally get it. Like we don't have to agree on everything, right? But a lot of these comments and a lot of things that I've seen is like, oh, that's what he gets, or that's what he deserves. And why do they leave the animals alone? Why are they bothering the animals? Just like all kind of like ignorance. Like that's the thing that aggravates me. Like I hate seeing stuff like that because no matter what you agree or disagree or how you feel, like nobody's wishing death on anybody. Like or
No.
should let me say they shouldn't be wishing death on anybody. And this whole mindset of like, well, what about the animals? And why are you bothering the animals? Trophy hunting sucks and like all that bullshit. Like just stop. Like, how miserable, and I know I'm going on a rant, but how miserable do you have to be to applaud somebody dying because they were doing something that they wanted to do and obviously they like doing?
You know, sometimes I feel like, do you really want to be us? That's why you hating because you can't do it.
What
I don't know.
they hate us because they ain't us or whatever that
Yeah.
saying go.
Yeah, but you're right. That was still you don't wish death or misfortune on anyone. That was still probably, a husband, a son, a father, a brother, uncle,
Exactly.
whatever. To say, oh, that's what he get. He shouldn't have been out there. It's a lot of things that shouldn't happen from day to day.
Right.
But at the end of the day, that man was probably doing what he loves, what he enjoys doing.
Right.
It was just probably unfortunate incident.
Right.
You know, you don't take joy in somebody's, like I said, misfortune happening like that. That's not how you operate. That's
Yeah.
not that's not the world we live in.
Yeah, that's and that, like
Mhm.
I said, that's my biggest thing. Annie Hunter all you want. Get out of here with your Annie Hunter bullshit. Like, okay, fine, be an Annie Hunter, great, more power to you. But the whole, celebrating or dancing on someone's grave, so to speak, to me, is just low life behavior, real low life behavior, in my opinion. So.
Why you think they just hate hunters so much, man? What is that about?
I think it's just like anything else in the world when people hate, right? They're just ignorant and they hate something they don't understand. I don't, people, there are a lot of people that hold animals in a higher regard or animal life in a higher regard than human life.
Mhm.
And I mean, when you think about it, I think like one of the things that you first learn is, like in kindergarten in your first science classes that humans are animals too. Right? So I don't know, like I think some of these people they separate the two because they just have such a disdain for humans. I think, when you start talking about PETA and folks like that, for treatment of animals or vegans or whatever, I just think their mind cannot wrap themselves around. They cannot fathom, going out and taking the life of an animal, whether it be for trophy purposes or as a way to sustain yourself for food and whatnot. But I think there's also a conservation piece that goes into hunting that I think a lot of people are ignorant about. But I think just general overall, people are just ignorant and they don't educate themselves on what hunting really is. And I said that in the group that I'm in, and they tried to throw, stones and pitchforks at me. And I wish I could have just jumped through the screen and snatched a few of them up because literally I said, like, people are just ignorant as to what hunting really is. And of course, they jump in with all their other bullshit. It's like, oh, trophy hunting sucks and he shouldn't be trophy hunting. Why is he over there messing with He got what he deserved, like all that dumb shit. Um, But yeah, it's just ignorant. I think that's just big. That's what it comes down to. End of the day, just ignorant about something that they really don't know a lot about. And maybe deep down in some circles or some places, like you said, it is I wish I could do that too, but I know I never could. So therefore I hate it.
I wonder. I wonder if all non people who are against hunting are vegans.
No, no, I know that for a fact. Just that, no. I mean, it makes sense that they would try it, but I know like people that I work with, I definitely know. I have definitely seen them chomp down Five Guy burgers, but have absolutely no interest in hunting or just like, oh, you going to kill Bambi. Always like low key my favorite. Just tell me you don't know anything about hunting without telling me you don't know anything about hunting. Are you killing Bambi? So
Don't
yeah.
ask me. I'm like, yeah. Hmm.
I think I just shake my head
Hmm.
in disbelief most of the time because I just be so aggravated because it's just like, oh boy, here we go. It's like Bambi was the child. Nobody's killing the child, first of all. Now Bambi's mom and dad, totally fair game. And I like to
But
say
somebody,
that and then watch their faces, watch the face of disbelief then when I say that. Like, yeah, Bambi's mom and dad, totally fair game.
put somebody else sweet baby Ray's barbecue sauce on it. Say
Ah,
it. And
yeah.
smoked tenderloin in that smoker. Man, please.
You know
Some
what I
flavor.
did? You know what I did tonight? Like sidebar, venison stir fry with
That sounds
teriyaki.
pretty damn good.
I took a tenderloin and chopped it up. I could have chopped it up smaller than what I did, but and then well, first I took the olive oil, put the frozen vegetables, so like peas, carrots, and stuff, like frozen broccoli, like put that in there, got those going, and then just lightly seasoned the deer tenderloin after I chopped it up. So chopped it up, sprinkled a little bit of seasoning. Um, Once I got the vegetables going, I threw that on top of it and just cooked it all together, and then shot it with some teriyaki sauce at the end, and then let that cook in, and then some vegetable put it on top of some vegetable pasta, some vegetable curls, the curly
Mm.
pasta. Really good, man. Like I'm
Hey,
looking for new recipes for deer, man. So if y'all got some more deer recipes, make sure y'all shop those along. Send those along too. I know I got Brett that we had on a couple of weeks ago. He had a venison cheesesteak that I want to
cheesesteak.
try.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I keep telling people, man, deer meat. Anything you do with beef, um, you can do with deer. Tacos, stuffed shells, whatever, man. So yeah, little venison teriyaki stir fry, trying to keep the health going, you know what I'm saying? Trying to be healthy so I can stay out here in these woods and kill more deer and eventually go to Africa for my birthday and make some more people mad. Like all that, man. Just trying to do it.
Hey, let me tell you. Do you do you eat beef stroganoff?
I used to, yeah. Yep.
Let me tell you something. Kimberly got one, and guess what she uses in it? Stew meat.
Hey man, you can't go wrong with a good. I keep telling you, you can't go wrong with good stew meat, no.
She used that stew meat in that beef stroganoff.
Uh-huh.
I'm telling you, you gonna slap somebody. I don't know. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna have to try that because I definitely want to try the I think the next thing I'm gonna do is the cheese steak. I'm gonna take one of them back straps I got left. I think I'm gonna cook it first and then thin slice it. I don't know. I may thin slice it and cook it like that. I don't know. I haven't figured it out. I got to go back and look at I gotta go back and look at Brett's recipe. Um but yeah, shout out to Blue River Bow Hunting, man. Yeah, like I said,
Brett Morris.
yeah, big Brett Morris out here with the with the venison cheese steak. So I'm gonna have to go back and look and see how he did it. So, but yeah, I'm gonna try that. But yeah, man, the venison teriyaki stir fry. Easy on the teriyaki, so it ain't too sodium based, if you out here watching those kinds of things, man. Like I said, in the
Yeah.
vegetable curly pasta, it's good stuff, man. We gotta keep finding different recipes for these deer other than, just spaghetti and burgers and slicing up backstrap and putting it on the grill and stuff. Nothing wrong with all of that. No, definitely gonna do that, but we gotta mix it up every now and then. So
I mean, get some of these vegans to try it too.
now that's the one thing, you know what, I won't do, and I know people that do this. Like if I'm making a dish, like if it's got deer in it, like I made dirty rice for my son, um,
Yeah.
with ground venison or whatever. Like if I'm making a dish and I know it's like wild game, like back when I used to do ducks and geese and stuff, or like now with deer, like I'll tell you up front. Like I ain't gonna surprise
Yeah.
you. Like I ain't gonna
Yeah.
just give it to you and then you be like, "Oh, what's this?" And then I tell you, and then you like flip out. Now I did have one instance a couple of years ago. Um, this little girl, she came with her mom for my son's post graduation party, and I made um some dirty rice. Like I said, with dirty rice with the ground venison and some baked beans because my son loves the Bush's baked beans, and I put the venison in that for him. And before I or anybody else could tell the young lady, what the dirty rice was, she was already going to town on it. I mean, going in. Not like
Going in. Going
not
in,
like
son.
picking on it, not like trying to figure it out. And I looked over and I was like, cause she's like one of those, people. She's not vegan, but she's super picky. Oh my God, the poor deer, like one of those types. And I just kind of looked over and was like, did anybody tell her that that's venison?
It's too late now.
And it was like, no. And I was just like I was taken back. I was like, well, shit, don't tell her now, cause I don't want her to freak out. But before, like I said, before anybody could be like, hey, this is this, this is this, this is this, whatever. I looked, she already had the plate and was going to work. Had a piece of chicken, piece of grilled chicken,
Killing it.
and the damn deer dirty rice.
So did y'all tell her?
No, Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Like I said, by that time, like literally, when I say going in, like I'm talking about baked chicken, steamed vegetable, deer dirty rice. Like girl was like almost to her fingers, and she a picky eater, and that's why I was like so surprised that like she had just went in. She didn't ask, well, what is this? Yada yada. None of that. I was like, ain't no need to don't tell her now, because you tell her now, you liable to freak out. So
Look, she would eat that thing like a Chick-fil-A sandwich with that Polynesian sauce.
yeah, just going in. Going in. So hey,
Mm.
it be like that sometimes.
She'd be all
It be
right.
like that. So
Man, let me tell you something. Hey, it's like we got a constant everyday struggle in this hunt world. You're fighting either, you're killing the deer, you shouldn't say harvest. You know what? It's like JP said last week. Leave people alone. Just let them hunt. Mind your business.
at the end of the day,
End of the day, mind your business.
yep.
Let me do what I do.
What did
You know,
Will
so
what did Will Smith tell y'all? Mind your business. That's all. Back up. Back up. Mind your business. Mind your business. So,
but he'll slap somebody in a heartbeat.
you know what? And on that note, we're gonna wrap this thing up. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, man. Share these podcasts. If you're listening on Apple, Spotify, Google Play, all that good stuff, man. Make sure y'all leave some comments, man. What y'all think about these podcasts? Like we get text messages. I know you get a bunch of text messages from
Yeah.
people, they love the podcast or we should do this or have like an idea or whatever. Put that thing in the comments, man, so we can get some engagement so people know, the old evil algorithm know, okay, hey, this is a good thing. We need to push
Yeah.
this thing out here. So yeah, man, hit them comments, hit that like button. If you're not following Mr. Marsh here with at Hunting with the Marshes. Make sure you hit him up on Instagram. Like I said, I am official Bryant Land on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Tickety Top
Yeah.
Pro, the Tickety Top following is growing, Antonio. You might want to jump on the Tickety Top. You
Yeah.
know?
And look, subscribe and stop asking me to send it to you. Jesus.
That's the one. Subscribe, like I said at the beginning. Subscribe, hit the notification bell. That way, y'all don't have to hit my man Antonio up, or he got to send it to you every week, and then he asking me, or he telling me about how y'all out here not subscribing and not liking, because he got to push it to you. You know what I'm saying? Doing yeoman's work, when the only thing you got to do is hit that subscribe button.
You didn't send it to me. Why don't you subscribe to the freaking thing?
And it's real when somebody sit up and they look you dead in the camera. It's almost like looking you in the eye. So yeah, man, y'all go ahead and
Yeah.
hit that subscribe button,
That,
hit that
that,
notification bell, man.
yeah, that was my intent. Look you right in the
Yeah.
eye.
All
Stop
right, man.
texting me about the damn.
We're gonna
All
wrap
right,
this.
Adam. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you. I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna get me some more of that stir fry. So we catch y'all on the
Thank you to
next
your
one.
service to the hunting community, sir.